At September 11, 1980, Maltesian raiding corvette picked up distress signal sent by French pilgrims conclave from Anatolian coast. Faithful forces was struggling against strong heretical assault. Captain of the corvette responded immediately and sent small allied strike force of Knights Hospitallers to make a reconnaissance and act accordingly. Unit landed at the late afternoon. Knights found both groups destroyed and all their members dead. Lieutenant decided to leave the area immediately, but something unreal blocked their way out.
Hello everyone, welcome to Ravencrow Minis, coming with another battle report. Yes, finally! We are fighting at 700 points on a really small table as always, about 25 by 35 inches, with a standard deployment at the opposing short edges of the battlefield, with 24 inches area between deployment zones. The mission is breakthrough. Each faction has to live with as many models via extraction point located at the center of an opposing edge of the battlefield. Yeah, that's simple as that. Okay, let's check the armies. First, the Knights of Malta. Warband based on Eire Rangers subfaction of New Antioch. If you wanna know whole process of making this army and a bit of details about whole list, check this video. But there is one thing I changed. I kicked a stormtrooper with an auto pistol and instead of him I added sniper priest with an auto pistol. Yes. Sniper for a close combat. Sounds a bit crazy, but it feels stronger than simple stormtrooper anyways. He is not scariest part of the warband probably, but well, speaking of scariest part, I was thinking about this priests, I mean clerics, because Eire Rangers can use two instead of only one. These are tough because of armor, martyrdom pills and shields, and can deal some damage with SMGs as well, especially with support of Mentalist and Monk. And they have also healing, and they can also provide blessing markers each turn for their allies, and themselves as well. Really strong guys. Trench Ghosts. Well, this subfaction sounds absolutely crazy on paper, with all that durability, gas immunity, a lot of cheap weapon options. Crazy! Can't wait to really test them out. And again, if you wanna know some details, check one of my previous videos where I was making this in 3D from scratches. Whole team sounds damn strong, but scariest part for me are that 3 flamethrowers, auto-hitting weapon with fire keyword on such a cheap model which has -1 dice to any injury roll against him. Come on, strong AF. First turn starts huge, as always here on the channel. It is some kind of unspoken tradition that games on Ravencrow Mini starts with infiltrator showing nails at some juicy blobs. And in that case it was exactly what happened.
Infiltration Knight scores a clear hit and deals a lot of damage to all enemies at the blast radius, even though he was injuring them usually on -2 dice because of blast and trench ghost special rules. He still was able to kill 2 flamethrowers and also deal 2 blood markers to all remaining models. I don't know, but that might be some kind of best shot ever. I have never ever did such a devastating blow, even though it is not a first nade I was throwing, obviously. And believe me, I was really considering such possibility during deployment, but well, the table is just too small to split units properly at the deployment zone and remain in cover in the same time. Anyways, after that nade, the knight charges into melee but do not deal any additional damage, which is fair considering that I forget all trench ghost causes fear, so I should roll 2 dice instead of 3. That was massive win for Knights of Malta anyways. Then one of the ghosts risks additional attack and leaves melee. Knight moves forward and deals enough damage to kill another trench ghost. Well, the beginning of that battle looks really bad for ghosts, even though the rest of the movement in this turn does not look that terrible. I mean, Ghost was really struggling with rolls this first turn, and that was really harsh, especially Knight was quite the opposite. They was rolling just perfectly, maybe not all the time, because for example Trench Clerics did not do that much with their SMGs, but still, few first activations was a big win. Luckily Ghosts finally are able to do some damage as well. Heretic Priest swings really well with both his melee weapons and knocks down that MVP Knight who obliterated his friends few minutes ago. Machine gun and SMGs deals also some blood markers to that one Trench Cleric, but there is no one who could finish the job in the first turn. I was planning to kill that cleric with grenade launcher, but I forget that the weapon is heavy, so simple ghost cannot move and shoot in the same activation with this. I mean, I did it, but I needed to undo that move because that was just illegal. So I decided to just move with that grenade launcher and place him at the better position for the future use. That was okay. Trench Ghosts lost so many models that in the second turn roll-off was required to determine the initiative, so there was a chance for Ghosts to activate twice in the row with grenade launcher, but
But before we move on to another turn, If you like the Trench Ghosts or any other models I use in these battle reports, or you just like the way I'm showing you these battles, you should really consider to join my Patreon. Why is that? Well, because on certain levels you can get STLs for my minis. It's that simple. For example, this month I wanna release whole battle ready pre-supported ghosts, this one you are watching right now. At February there will be some Plague Knights I was showing in previous battle reports. And you can also get some usual YouTube bonuses like behind the scenes, Discord access, voting possibilities, additional videos, and also I gonna mention you here on these videos. For me the goal is simple, I wanna make a video each week. But I have family, 2 daughters, so I just have to spend some time working. Some time ago I couldn't even think about doing YouTube, but now, because all of your support on Patreon, via shops, on my mini factory, etc., well, I can do it. There is still a lot of improvement needed, but hey, we got that first step done. That's better than nothing, I think, right? Actually, way better. Just thank you. Yeah. There wasn't much luck with rolling for ghosts at the beginning of the second turn as well. Thing is that knights cannot really do that much with the situation. They do activate that wounded cleric first before his sudden death, but he fails to do real damage and also fails to heal himself. That is why Trench Ghosts ignored him and attacked first with a heretic priest at the melee infiltrator, who ended dead in the result. Eire Rangers activate second cleric, moves forward and manages to kill a ghost legionary with SMG and also wounds ghost with grenade launcher, because blast and shrapnel given to that cleric by Ammo Monk. Ghost shoots with grenade launcher in returns and deals some damage, making Ammo Monk down. Knights activates their fire team, but one member, Sniper Priest, misses both shoots with auto pistol. Luckily, Lieutenant does a way better job and makes down Heretical Priest. In the answer, Ghost tries again to finally deal with one wounded cleric, but he is damn tough. There was needed an SMG, gas grenade and full series from heavy machine gun to finally make him down. I mean, dead. And in the meantime, there was also some additional movement at the other side of the field done, but without any massive changes in the current situation. So yeah, after that tragic first turn, Trench Ghosts flipped that game a bit.
They killed Trench Cleric and lost, well, just one legionary with SMG, right? Ghosts took some wounds in addition, but that wasn't that much of an issue. I think at that stage the game is quite even, or maybe even in favor of a ghosts? Let's just jump into third. So, with a less number, Knight starts a third turn with a sniper priest who shoots at the lonely flamethrower and kills him. Big win! But that is not over yet. Fire team was not fully activated, and because of that Lieutenant moves in the same activation, shoots at the Dawn Heretic priest, charges him but misses melee attacks, which, well, it sucks. In the answer, Ghost's grenade launcher shoots at Cleric and Ammo Monk, but misses, which gives a Cleric opportunity to move forward and return fire. That ends the life of grenade launcher Ghost. I mean, he was dead already, so it ends his existence? I don't really know what happens with Ghosts who dies again. Anyway. Heavy machine gun shoots at that cleric, but with only one blood marker? Something like that. Knight with rifle do not do much, and in answer second SMG Ghost moves forward and shoots at the cleric with such a precision that this well-armored knight falls. Second shot makes down Ammo Monk, who doesn't have any job to do anyways. And with the last activation, Heretic Priest stands up and attacks Knight's Lieutenant with both melee weapons, which ends up with his death. So at the end of the third, only 3 Knights left on the battlefield, where 2 of them was that basic rifleman. Ghosts, in the other hand, has their leader, wounded but alive SMG, HMG, 1 basic rifleman and also musician. That is not that big of a difference, but both quality and quantity seems to be at the Ghost's side. Such a flip. Knight starts a 4th turn with initiative. Sniper Priest moves forward a bit and kills wounded Heretic Priest. But that is all he can do. So in the answer, one of the knights dies of the SMG wielder Ghost. Another knight moves forward, shoots but without any successes anyway. And he dies because of heavy machine gun, who, to be honest, kills also hope for knights for winning this battle. At the end of the fort, they have only wounded sniper priest alive, so I decided to give up.
So, it is all over. Trench ghosts obtain a clear victory. Bad rolls didn't help against them at all. My mistakes either. This army is nuts and it will receive some additional buffs in the upcoming 1.6 update. I'm not sure about that, to be honest. Ghosts looks really strong on paper, as I mentioned before, and that last game confirmed that their strength is real. Especially with that list, which I feel is the strongest list I have ever created. I would not change anything there, I think. The best part of that warband is fact that there is no trash units, literally. Any model can deal a lot of damage, even simple guy with gas grenades, rifle and stuff. And everything is also fairly cheap, so it's not that painful to lose a unit, even heavy machine gun or grenade launcher, or that two flamethrowers, like in that previous game. Speaking of which, well, maybe that flamethrowers disappointed me a bit, but in the other hand, they died rather unluckily, so yeah, shit just happens, right? What about the scenario? Well, I'm not that sure again. Breakthrough is a bit weird. I would say that my small table affected the game too much, but is it really? If we are focused to move at the extraction point, we would stack our armies at the middle, at the center anyways, so bigger table would not change that much, I think. And generally speaking, we have to kill each other to reach that extraction point, so yeah, it feels a bit off. I think there should be 2 extraction points maybe, at one side of a board, that would force a bit more tactical approach from players. Anyway, thank you for your time and sorry about all mistakes. There was a bit too long break from Trench Crusade lastly, but I will try to be better next time. Well, I always do. Really.